Hey guys, HDvee here, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, as we all know, the Isle of Armor has been out for a little bit now, and as it is DLC, it doesn't take that long to complete. Most people have already done it, and it was pretty good, apart from obviously the lack of new Pokemon and forms. However though, you've probably gotten to the end of the Isle of Armor and thinking, well, what do I do now? Well, do not worry, because today we're going to be going over 6 things you can do after beating the Isle of Armor. If you guys are excited for the video, drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 750. Leave a comment with anything else you can do that I haven't mentioned in the video, and of course subscribe if you're brand new. We do daily Pokemon content on this channel. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you enjoy. Starting things off for today's video, it is completing your Isle of Armor Pokedex. With the new DLC expansion pass comes a new Pokedex, and once you complete it, you get the Mark Charm, you get a crown, and you also get an updated league card. This is really useful, because obviously the Mark Charm allows you to find wild Pokemon with marks, which have a really cool text once you send them out in battle and stuff. So very worth getting, as well as this really cool spanky new crown that you get as well. Very nice to have. Now, the Isle of Armor Pokedex is pretty simple to complete. If you've already beaten the Sword and Shield Pokedex, you'd have had the Isle of Armor Pokedex pretty much like half completed by the time you even enter the island, which is obviously a very nice boost. And the rest of the Pokemon do appear, so even their evolved forms and stuff like that will all be at some point in the Isle of Armor. There's only a few trade evolutions as well, such as Alakazam and Scizor, so it's not like a crazy feat to accomplish. The only problem about this though is that you can't just simply trade in from Pokemon Home into Pokemon Sword and Shield to complete the Isle of Armor Pokedex. I don't know if it's a bug going around or something that needs a massive update, but basically you can't complete it that way. You have to catch them all in the Isle of Armor. However though, there is a work around this unfortunate glitch, and it is simply just put your Pokemon from home into Sword and Shield and then into the daycare, and then when you take them out of the daycare, they register into your Pokedex. No idea why this is a thing. Very useful though. It is a little bit time consuming obviously than having to just simply put them all into your game from home. You do have to put them one by one into the daycare and then take them out. So I definitely advise catching as much as you can whilst playing through the Isle of Armor story, so you have less to catch and less to put into the daycare when you do finally defeat the Isle of Armor DLC. Completing the Pokedex is definitely worth it, and I definitely advise everyone to do it to get the Mark Charm, the really cool new crown, and of course the updated league card. Coming up next, we have Restricted Sparring. Now, after you beat the game, you can challenge the Restricted Sparring. In this battle mode, your Pokemon's type will be restricted, hence the name. Your opponent's Pokemon type tends to be strong against your type, although it is possible that your opponent's Pokemon are random. It's important to learn moves that can cover your weaknesses. So if you're going with a water type team, make sure you have something to cover your grass typings and your electric typings and stuff like that. However though, with Restricted Sparring, the main draw of the mode is that it will limit the type of Pokemon that you can bring to a battle. This means you'll have to start thinking more about the type of Pokemon that you have before. This is a good opportunity to raise up strong Pokemon in a variety of types. So there's a load of different tactics you can use, like going in with strong, fast Pokemon to try and hit hard and get the battle over quickly. And also you get a Dynamax every battle as well, so I suggest taking in a Gigantamax or something like that, because obviously it's very useful. The only problem is though, you have 5 battles and you can only heal twice between these 5 battles, so you got to choose those wisely as well. However though, when you do win a battle, 1 to 4 battles that you win, you get 3 battle points. If you win your 5th battle, you get a one-time prize of 30 battle points. However though, after that you'll get 20 battle points every time you win the 5th battle, and then obviously from 6 to 9 it's 3 battle points each, and then when you win your 10th battle it's another 20 battle points. So this mode just throws battle points at you, but it can be really difficult. I think when I was playing through the first time I beat the Isle of Armor, I think I got to like the 4th round and it came down to like the last Pokemon. I didn't play it very well. I went up against a Lantern and a Trevenant when I had a water team, and Lantern just destroyed me because I didn't have any ground type moves for it, so that was my problem. But it can be a little bit difficult, so definitely brace yourself for some difficult battles. The AI is not dumb in these Restricted Sparring battles. Coming up next for today's video is completing the Alolan Diglettz side quest. When you get into the Isle of Armor, someone will come up to you and be like, yo, I lost all my Diglettz, help me find them, and you of course being like, yeah. However though, there is 150 of these Alolan Diglettz scattered around the Isle of Armor, and some of them can be pretty difficult to find. However though, if you jump over to Cerebi, like you can see on your screen right now, it has every single location for the Diglettz. So obviously it has like Field of Honor, there's 18 Diglettz there, and then in the Soothing Wetlands it has 20, so nice little guide. I'm sure there's a bunch of videos on YouTube as well, but obviously Cerebi just has all the pictures and everything. So whichever way you find it easier, YouTube or this, I'll link this in the description down below. But basically, when you start finding Alolan Diglettz, you start getting prizes. So when you find 5 Diglettz, you get an Alolan Meowth. When you find 10 Diglettz, you get a Slowpoke holding the King's Rock. Now this is very useful to help evolve into Slowking, because Slowking is part of the Isle of Armor Pokedex, so you will need to have that Pokemon. There's an Alolan Vulpix after 20 Diglettz, Alolan Sandshrew after 30 Diglettz, 40 Diglettz gives you an Alolan Raichu, 50 Diglettz gives you an Alolan Marowak, 75 gives you an Alolan Executor, and then for 100 Diglettz, if you chose Grookey, you get a hidden ability Rowlet. If you chose Scorbunny, you get a hidden ability Litten, and if you chose Sobble, you get a hidden ability Popplio. So that's just all dependent on the start Pokemon you chose at the start of Sword and Shield. Traveling through the whole of the Isle of Armor, you get an Alolan Diglett for 150. So yeah, that's all the prizes that you get for finding all of the Digletts in the Isle of Armor. Some are really cool, like the hidden ability Gen 7 starters and all the Alolan forms. But obviously, 1 Diglett for 150 sounds a little bit lackluster, but yeah, that's basically what you get. So definitely want to be thinking about doing this once you do beat the Isle of Armor. Coming up next for today's video is just to simply re-battle Mustard and your rival. Now, when you go into the dojo after beating the Isle of Armor, you can see Mustard sitting down, and you can see Avery or Clara kind of in the central place, and if you go up to those, you can just simply battle them. Now, this is probably going to be something that you can do once a day. I'm not too sure because I haven't battled them yet, but basically you can just go and battle them. You know, it's just useful if you just want to take them on again, you know, help you get some experience or whatever, but yeah, you can just re-battle Mustard and Avery. Not a crazy massive thing, but it's just simply something to do to get some extra money in your pocket and some experience on your Pokemon. Coming up next for today's video is to battle Honey. Now basically Honey is obviously the female character in the Isle of Armor. She's the wife of Mustard, and basically when you give her enough watts, she upgrades the dojo. So when you give her a certain amount, she'll include like a PC, and then you have to give her more to turn on the PC, and you basically just keep giving her watts, get a vending machine and everything like that. And then I think once you hit like 1 million or 3 million, I haven't done it yet because I don't have that many watts, and it's a lot of watts to give away. You basically get to battle her. Now there are 2 battles against Honey that you can go up against. They're both on Cerebi again, will be linked in the description down below. So it all dependent on the starter you chose as well, either being Bulbasaur or Squirtle. So the first battle, she has a level 60 Blissey, a level 59 Gallade, a level 58 Salazzle, a level 58 Galarian Darmanitan, a level 60 Togekiss, and then a level 60 Blastoise that can Gigantamax. Or vice versa, if you chose Squirtle, she has a Gigantamax Venusaur. So that's the first battle, and then you can battle her again, I'm guessing once you beat her for the first time, and she has the same team, they're just all a higher level. So Blissey is 75, Gallade is 74, Salazzle 73, Galarian Darmanitan is 73, Togekiss is 75, and then your Gigantamax Blastoise or Venusaur is going to be 75 as well. So this is definitely a really, really cool thing to do, just a secret kind of battle that obviously is pretty difficult to challenge because that's a lot of watts. I think I gave her like 300k, and obviously that's nowhere near in the millions, so I haven't battled her yet. I have to go around saving up my watts. Obviously you can do loads of different things to get watts, you know, you can defeat brilliant Pokemon, do your raids and everything like that. Yeah, basically do that if you want a secret little battle that actually has some sort of grinding to get up to, just to challenge her. Last but not least, and finishing off today's video, is the Zeraora raids. Now, right now, going on, there is a Zeraora event, and it's really, really cool because if 1 million people beat Zeraora, you get a shiny one for free. So very, very useful. So on the Pokemon website, it says from Wednesday the 17th of June at 4 p.m. BST until Monday the 29th of June at 12:59 a.m. BST, the mythical Pokemon Zeraora will appear in max raid battles. Zeraora won't give you a chance to throw any Pokeballs during the max raid battle, which is obviously like Mewtwo when that came out in February. But if at least 1 million trainers manage to defeat Zeraora during this special event, a shiny Zeraora will join everyone in Pokemon Home. What's more, every player who takes part will also receive a piece of Armorite ore for every 100,000 trainers. Now this is obviously very useful because it allows you to relearn moves and stuff, so it's kind of like the new Heart Scale. The defeat Zeraora after the first million is reached. The maximum number of Armorite ore pieces that can be obtained this way is 10, achieved when 2 million players have defeated Zeraora. Armorite ore can be used in the dojo on the Isle of Armor, available from the Pokemon Sword or Shield expansion pass to have your Pokemon learn moves. So obviously very, very useful to try and defeat Zeraora. You can find a regular or a shiny, you can't catch either, so don't be going crazy when you find the shiny because you can't do anything about it. But you can get a free one if 1 million people defeat it. Now what you do have to do though, which a lot of people don't know about, is you have to deposit a Pokemon in Pokemon Home. Right now. Do it. Right now. After this video. Bang. Just throw in a Pokemon from Pokemon Home. Just do it. Because then, basically, you have to do that between Wednesday the 17th of June and the 7th of July. Because if you don't do that, you won't get Zeraora. So you can put anything in, you throw a bloody Chansey in there for all I care. Just get a Pokemon in Pokemon Home, or from Pokemon Home in Sword and Shield, whichever floats your boat. Otherwise, you will not get the Zeraora. And a lot of people I don't think know about this, because I don't think that was shown in the actual trailer for Zeraora. But go do it now. What are you waiting for? But that is the last thing to do for today's video. So if you guys enjoyed it, please do drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 750. Leave a comment with anything else you can do after beating the game. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And I'm pretty sure I've missed a couple of things, but these are just all the ones that I've come across that I think could give you a bit of a more of an experience after beating the Isle of Armor. And then, of course, subscribe if you're brand new. We do daily Pokemon content on this channel. That's everything from me, though. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.